Welcome back to Fast Market here on the Schwab Network. It's time for Cash Tag, so let's bring in our next guest. That's going to be Landon Swan. He's a co-founder at Likefolio. Landon, welcome back to the show. Happy Monday. When I look at Celsius, just the rally that we've seen up over 130% over the last 12 months. Some of these other, energy drink makers have had some pretty good reports recently. Do you guys have the data backing up the strength that we've seen in the stock?
Yeah, I tell you what, Celsius has been a bit of a favorite for Likefolio for quite some time. I think it's probably one of the biggest gainers we've had out to our hedge fund clients in years. And, they've had some incredible runs up to, right before the last report, they were high 60s. They made it up to almost 100. I think they just got like 99.60 or something like that. They've pulled back now, though, to 78. And even though if you zoom out on the 1 year, they're up significantly. But you also got to look at where they've pulled back from. So this is, if you like this company, I think this is sort of a buy the dip kind of mentality for us. And when you look at the data, it's strong. I mean, there's really no way to say it other than it's really, really strong. Everything that we've got is showing that consumers are all over this product. I mean, when we look at the mentions themselves, people are talking about Celsius in a way when they're talking about working long shifts. They're talking about it in a way that relates to workouts, all kinds of stuff. I mean, there's buzz around the web data's up, the mentions are up. In fact, the mentions are up about 145% on a year-over-year basis. That's the 90-day moving average. If you tighten that up and go to a 30-day moving average, it's 176%. And so that kind of tells us where the momentum is going. So even though they're strong, when you zoom in tight to the the more recent time, it's even stronger. So there's a lot of benefits of this product. People are talking about thermogenesis, which is heating up the body and getting the metabolism a boost. So it's there's a lot of, I think, people that are looking at this as a, way to get through the workday, a way to help your workouts, and it's seen as a more healthy type of energy drink. We saw a big boost around New Year's resolutions where people were looking to get into shape, and this is one of the tools that they use to help them get there. They've got a lot of great partnerships. They show the ability to land a lot of shelf space through partnerships with Pepsi, I think Dunkin' Donuts, and a couple others. So they do a great job of getting their product out there, and their product is seen as one of the best on the market with happiness levels beating out pretty much all of the rivals. So for us, this is kind of green light across the board on Celsius.
Yeah, Landon, it seems to me like this is just a discussion about distribution and how quickly they can get scale up, right? Their partnership with PepsiCo is huge, gives them that infrastructure to get it out, their product out there. International is going to be kind of interesting, but your one chart, your mentions chart, shows that divergence that we love to talk about when your data comes on, where the overall intentions are going up, but the stock dipped in some profit taking. So is that what you're seeing there? Is that gap, there you see it, that divergence, is that an opportunity in your opinion?
Yeah, absolutely, it's an opportunity. In fact, if we were on the show right now and we were talking about Celsius and it's trading at $99, I'd be saying this is a fair price. I'd be neutral. I wouldn't be bullish. I wouldn't be bearish. I think where it was is more like where it should be priced now. And so here in the high 70s, we're very bullish going into this earnings report. And you're talking about distribution. Absolutely, I think that's key. They've shown that they've got the ability to create these partnerships and get out there. But another exciting piece that a lot of people don't talk about is their international exposure. Right now, it's just 4% of sales, so that's pretty much all upside. You always look at saturation on these smaller companies that are just getting going. They're taking on the big dogs. They're taking on Pepsi and Coke, and to see how well they're doing already while they've got so much upside on the international market is really exciting. So I think it's not only seen as a great product by consumers, but also the management and executive team have shown the investors that they have the insight and the foresight to be able to make really strategic decisions to get them out there and get them more shelf space. So you can see how they're doing against some of the competition on happiness. It's not a huge margin that we're talking about, 1 point, 4 points against the competition, but they're beating them. They're seen as, the gold standard when it comes to energy drinks right now. Everybody's very excited. Web visits are up 70% on a year-over-year basis. I talked about the mentions already. So in every stat category that we track, we're bullish on Celsius.
Yeah, you mentioned international sales of 4%. Last quarter they only had 13.4 million in sales internationally compared to 371 million domestically here in North American sales. So the pie it continues to grow. But Landon, when you look at this, the stock's still up significantly. It has pulled back. Do you guys have an earnings score on this, and what is it?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Of all we've got over 100 companies that we're tracking this week that are reporting earnings, and Celsius is actually our highest out of all of those. It's at a plus 72. So we're looking at ways to get exposure to a potential big beat here. So very bullish going into this one. Again, we're $20 off the high, and yeah, I get it. When you zoom out to the 1 year, they're doing really well. They're crushing it. But you got to go. I think you got to look at where they were not too long ago. Going into that last report, they're high 60s. They had a little snafu with the report where they released the numbers early, and it was a little bit of chaos for investors. But over the next couple of weeks, it got up to almost 100, and now we've sold off. In my opinion, that sell-off is a bit of an opportunity here, especially heading into this. So, yeah, plus 72 is our score. I think it's the most bullish score that we've got of any company this week.
Boy, they've been giving us some big numbers.
It's a love fest going on here, right? With some of these
with
names.
Celsius. All right. Great stuff. Great data.
I think he drank some Celsius before he came on the air.
I think I need some. Yeah. All right, Landon. Thanks
I'll have what he's having.
The data. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, that's Landon Swan, co-founder at Likefolio, breaking down the positive data here on Celsius. Kevin, he mentioned it. I mean, this stock traded 99.62, and that was just about little over a month ago. At the middle of March at this point. So it's pulled back a little bit, and maybe he says it's an opportunity. How do you want to look at
that? That is a glowing coverage right there by Likefolio. So